Hello everyone, I am Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 2. We are just about to walk into the town of Gheth. We know that at the very least Shanti may have been brought through here, although she may be elsewhere, judging from what we were told by an agent spy. But at the very least, we have a city. Maybe we'll be able to find some answers or something here, so let's go in and find out. You can see an entrance right there. These living quarters are built so that merchants and visitors have a place to stay without having to be allowed into town. It is newly built and currently unoccupied. Huh. Nothing interesting. Yeah, whoa. Okay, there's actually javelins in that one. Nothing in that one, and I'm going to guess, yep, nothing in that one. Okay. Pretty well defended. Well, there's the west exit. Rising Bridge. So, is it the bridge to the city of Rising, or is it a bridge that frequently rises? Yeah, that was horrible. Okay. I guess this is the only way in. You enter the town of Gheth. Actually, it's more like two towns. In the middle, there is a small village of rough wooden buildings, several of which are being torn down. Then, surrounding the small hamlet, there is a much newer, larger town. It's a huge, square wooden fortification with several large buildings built into it. The town of Gheth is turning into a fortress. Serviles and humans are hard at work, constructing new buildings, turning the wooden city wall into a stone one, and tearing down the older, smaller structures. Soon, this will be a formidable fort. When you enter, all eyes are immediately upon you. You are used to the feeling. However, the mood of the town is definitely hostile. Everyone but the Servile seems to see the Shapers as the enemy. The Serviles you can see are the sort of Serviles you're used to. Dumb, obedient, unquestioning servants. Normally this wouldn't be odd, but in this area where the Serviles tend to be smart and independent, it is interesting. This is one of Gheth's guards. Their warriors are well-armed, strong, and all human. He watches you carefully, waiting for the slightest sign of hostile intent. What has been happening around here lately? Look around. We're getting ready to defend ourselves. Anything else you want to learn, you'll have to ask my commander. Where can I find your superior? The guard points southeast. You want Commander Brent. He's in the main hall. Thank you. We'll probably go there last, because yeah. Why not? There are many Serviles hard at work on Gheth. They are tearing down old buildings, making new ones, and replacing wooden walls with stone. When you get close, the Servile obediently turns toward you and bows its head. What has been happening around here lately? I am told to work on the town, to build things. That is what I was made to do. Who gives you your orders? Dawn. She is my master. She is near my quarters. Fair enough. So the commander and Dawn seem to be the main ones we're hearing about. Huh. Okay. Yeah, you can actually see the construction in many of these places. And that building's still under construction. Another Servile. This must be a barracks. There's probably a lot of barracks here. Is there no one there? No one seeing. And in this one, we don't really need any more thorns. We're not taking regular thorns, and venom thorns we don't need. Oh, that opened up this. Huh, I guess we didn't need to do that. And that leads to the south. Oops. Well. That was a waste of living tools. Whoa, there's actually stone walls there. There is a Servile hiding in this abandoned home. He is filthy, hungry, and possibly mad. However, he is neither stupid nor obedient. He watches you carefully, not sure how to react to you. Finally, he decides to react by saying nothing. Who are you? He opens his mouth as if he's eager to say his name. Then he closes it again and looks away from you. The side of his mouth twitches. What are you doing back here? He trembles slightly. He doesn't say anything. Oh. Well, there's Dawn. This woman is a very young shaper, even younger than you. Wisps of her blonde hair poke out of her hood. Since she is so young, she must be an apprentice. Though you are both trainees, you are in very different positions. She looks very uncomfortable. Hello, fellow shaper. I am Dawn. I look after the serviles here. As she talks, she looks around, seeing if any of her charges need help. You look after the serviles here? Yes. I know that a lot of the serviles in these mountains are independent and disobedient. I assure you that most of the serviles in Barzite lands are proper serviles that will do whatever you say. They need direction to help them build this town and not break things. I provide it and chase down the ones who run away. Why are your serviles so obedient? We make them that way. We treat them the same way the Shaper Council does, the way you're familiar with. I'm starting to feel that may not be the right thing. She looks very disappointed. I am sorry that these mountains are having their corrupting influence on you. I hope you have the chance to rethink what you are saying. Anything else, fellow Shaper? Are there smart serviles in these lands? Yes, there are some serviles we brought from Susia Island who are loyal and useful to us. We don't encourage them, but we let them fight and do missions for us. And there are also some refugees that keep to themselves. However, the majority of serviles are obedient, and we try to keep the percentage increasing. Do the serviles run away often? Yes, they are simple creatures, and the smart serviles confuse them. They get it into their tiny brains that they would be happier away from our protection, and they run off. If you would like to help out a fellow apprentice, there is a way you can help me. You track down a few serviles that have run off. I'd rather not. Oh, I'm sure you're far too busy to help a fellow shaper. How did you come to be here? I came here with my master. His name is Gheth. He was a friend of Barzal's. He is still, I suppose. He's in the main research hall. She points northeast. Did you know you were going to become rebels? Criminals breaking shaper laws? Did you? Did you know what you were getting into when you came here? My teacher came here. I had to choose whether or not to be loyal to him. I chose to. This is my home now, and I will fight to keep it safe. What is Gheth working on? I can't say, and I would stay away from there. Anyone not a Barzite who enters the research halls will be killed. Message received. What do the Barzites believe? We believe that the Shaper Council has held us back. We believe that we can attain a new pure level of power. In the Radiant College, we will give birth to a new mighty type of Shaper. You should talk to Barzal. He can best tell you what we are and what we believe, and what we can offer you. He is in Rising, west of here. Fair enough. How is your training going? Slowly. My master, Gheth, is very busy, but he promises me that soon I can go west to the Radiant College and be trained and remade. I don't know what it means exactly, to be remade, but I have seen what it did for Gheth. It will bring me great power. Remade. This small building serves as a quarters for a lot of serviles. They're pretty tightly packed in here. The smell of the creatures is heavy in the air. Hopefully they will build some new servile quarters soon. You can't keep them packed like this for too long. It makes them unstable. Unstable? Is that what you call it? Wow, that is a lot of beds. If this is how their serviles are normally treated, that must be the main hall in there. Couple buildings here. This a shop, I'm guessing? You meet one of Gheth's merchants. Unlike in other parts of these mountains, the people here doing the buying and selling are human. Yes, what would you like? Okay, it's pretty much basically just yeah. Simple merchant, nothing more. Generic merchant, too. Simple generic merchant. Same one there. And buy a living tool to replace the one we used. Why not? And this structure is the inn. Follow him. This servile is unusually tall and thin. He has a sharp nose and bright eyes. He looks like he might even be smart, even by human standards. He sits at the table and swigs ale. When he sees you, he raises his mug to you. Ah, the visitor. Welcome. Have a seat. I'm Finchy. You seem smart. Smart for a servile, you mean? No, I'm not one of those obedient serviles you shapers love so much. But I work hard and make my own way. Or I try to when I'm not being tormented. What hard work do you do? Mostly lately, I've been a fisherman. A quiet life. Pull fish out of the river south of here and sell them in town for money. But then the Barzites, bless their hearts, set Thods loose in my lands. They did it, they say, to help guard against invaders. Fine for them, but I lost everything I owned, and some of those things were valuable. What did you lose? I'll tell you how to find out. Look under the bed of my house. It's along the river south of here. Bring what you find there to me. I'll pay you well for the trouble. Will you do it? Sure, I'll do it. He smiles, then pulls a key from his pocket and hands it to you. You'll need that. There's something under the bed. Bring it, and I'll be in your debt. I have the item under your bed. I'm guessing it was a baton. And you know what? We'll go take a look first and then go give it to him. How are you tormented? The Barzites. They tear everything down, bring rogues, turn our small happy village into a fortress, tear down the shops. Don't get me wrong, the Barzites are in charge, but I don't have to like everything they do. What, yeah. What do you do around here? Since I lost my fishing hut, travel, scavenge, look for things to trade and sell. Don't have anything good right now, or I'd try to sell you something. I have seen some interesting things, though. What have you seen? There's someone skulking around north of town, watching us. Maybe a spy. You might learn something interesting if you track him down before the Barzites do. Where do you scavenge? Well, there's a cave north of here. A crazy shaper lives in there, makes machinery, clockworks, weird stuff that's half alive and moves around and sometimes loses parts. The parts are what I find and sell. It's harder to do that now, though. Something weird has happened and the clockworks are more dangerous. One tried to chase me down, even. I'd stay away from there if I wasn't real smart or well armed. Anything else you can tell me about that shaper? I haven't seen her in a long while. She used to come out to barter for bits of creations. Components, chunks of dregs, that sort of thing. She must have quite a complexion in there. That's all for now. Sounds like it'll be a profitable place to go. And the innkeeper is just a... yeah, just a regular merchant. More or less.